This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
In this week's court report, the Pahrump woman arrested after a fatal DUI crash that killed a bride-to-be and injured her fiancé no longer has her previously set jury trial dates scheduled in district court after the court vacated the current trial setting. That includes all dates affiliated with her case. Ashley Wynn was previously scheduled to be in court for a calendar call Monday, but when Wynn called district court, she was informed she did not have to appear. Court clerks say reps haven't reset the calendar call yet. Wynn was present for her last scheduled proceeding regarding an order shortening time change of venue. During that proceeding, Wynn's attorney argued for the trial to be held in Tonopah or Goldfield, but the court denied the motion to change the venue of the trial at this time. Wynn's attorney also requested to continue the trial out a few more months. Then the court instructed the case parties to arrange to set a new trial date. Wynn is facing the charges of DUI causing death and DUI causing bodily harm following that fatal accident at Honeysuckle Street and South Dandelion Street. She has pleaded not guilty, but there's no word yet on dates when Wynn's trial will be reset. One of the suspects arrested on kidnapping and other related charges for allegedly holding a female victim against her will for a week tested positive following court drug testing on the day of his scheduled arraignment hearing. So the court continued matters in all three of his currently open cases in district court. Calvin Beasley's test results were sent to the lab for confirmation. The court also changed the conditions of the defendant's OR release and ordered Beasley to submit to random drug testing. Beasley is accused, along with Samantha J. Keys, connected to that alleged kidnapping. As for Beasley, who's also facing firearm charges in this matter, the formal charges he's facing in each of his three district court cases are offense involving stolen firearm, offer, attempt, or commission of unauthorized acts, and challenge to fight. Beasley is scheduled in court next July 21st for his arraignment. The local man who reportedly stole a police car back in 2014 and was shot at during that incident, in addition to being tasered and pepper sprayed after he allegedly charged at officers, was rearrested twice on the same day. Charles David Plinsky was charged with hit-and-run property damage, failure to report accident to police, and duty to give information and render aid after a witness told police that a vehicle Plinsky was in struck the business fence in the 300 block of Emory, and the driver entered his work bay and was stealing items before he fled on foot. Police say Plinsky appeared to be highly agitated, nervous, and refused to stand still. Then, after Plinsky was booked into NCDC on those charges, an officer says Plinsky grabbed his handcuffs, then forcibly tried to take them. Then, while Plinsky was seated in front of the booking computer, he then tried to forcibly take a signature pad from that desk. The defendant was charged with robbery, battery by prisoner, and battery on a protected person connected to that day's second police incident. Plinsky now faces a slew of formal charges in justice court, including assault, 2 counts of resisting a public officer, and grand larceny in 2 separate justice court cases. He's scheduled for a pretrial hearing July 3rd. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.
Thanks, Eunette. Car manufacturers are making the headlines in today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, tech companies are giving a huge push to car rental companies Hertz and Avis. According to Reuters, Avis will supply a fleet of about 600 Chrysler Pacifica minivans to Google's parent company Alphabet in a self-driving car partnership. The report moved Avis stock more than $3 higher. BMW is ready to spend more money in the U.S. The German car company plans to create 1,000 more jobs as it revamps the X3 SUV at a plant in Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's the biggest BMW factory in the world. Some see it as a sign the automaker wants to build up a defense in the event of a trade tip with President Trump. General Motors is hitting a speed bump. The Detroit automaker warns investors to expect sales in the low 17 million range versus mid-range due to a moderate downturn in moving vehicles off dealer lots.
Law enforcement officers across Nevada will be on heightened alert for those violating boating under the influence laws during the annual Operation Dry Water Weekend, which is June 30th through July 2nd. Operation Dry Water is a nationally coordinated heightened awareness and enforcement campaign focused on deterring boaters from boating under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Alcohol use is a leading contributing factor in recreational boater deaths and in the top 10 reasons for causing recreational boating accidents in general. The Nevada Department of Wildlife will have officers on every major and most minor bodies of water across the state, and other law enforcement agencies are adding extra officers to many waterways in other parts of the state. In southern Nevada, the National Park Service will be working with the Nevada Department of Wildlife at the Lake Mead National Recreation Area.
Definitely have fun out there, but don't boat under the influence.
That's right.
Be careful.
Be safe.
We'll have more right after this.